Hello, boys and girls. How are you doing, boys and girls? One of the things I absolutely love is when I'm not in the mood to make a big thing of beans and I just want some beans. Amazon had pinto beans for 55 cents a can. So those of you who just want enough for right now, I want what's in the bottom of my can. I just want to let you know, boys and girls. I didn't actually rinse the can. I rinsed the spatula. Yeah, I was watching a documentary or something, and it said the importance to what was in the bottom of that thing. Yeah. So I'm just gonna turn my stove on and start to let this simmer. It's gonna simmer on medium for right now. When I store my board, I like to rinse it off every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody remember when when my stove was? I like to see if there's any. Yeah, because I have to get in there, boys and girls, and get that cutting. Now, I'm going to put some turkey sausage in my beans. I wish I could throw in some onion and all that other stuff, but since I'm suffering with IBS, as you well know already, now I like to have my meat cut up a little small so that less makes more. I don't know if you understand what I mean. But it's going to seem as if there's a lot more meat in the pot. But it gets a little tedious at times doing that as well. So just say you were feeding a lot of people, 3, 4, just cut your meat up a little bit more. You'll be telling your pot a lie. See how much is in there? Just by cutting that little bit of meat, but I'm cutting the whole thing. I live alone, so I can afford to give myself half a sausage that was $2.79. For those of you who like doing those numbers, I don't. I don't. So I'm gonna cut that, and it is like maybe 6 o'clock. I will be up, probably most likely all night. So this is going to be more than one meal. I have to do really slick knife because those ridges always hurt my hands. When I cut into them, nobody wants to get cut. But I'd rather a clean slice that's gonna heal in about 2 days than that rigid thing make me feel like my meat is coming out. Since I'm standing at the stove, I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. But when I'm ready to go sit down, I'm gonna simmer it. And you don't have to cut each one individually. You can just grab a pile and just chop into it. I just love this turkey sausage that I get from Aldi. I kid you not. Your girl was up in there acting like it was going to be a no tomorrow sale or something. I don't know what was going on. But I picked up so much sausage. And I'm so thankful for it because sausage is so versatile. Does anybody notice I haven't made any meatloaf? I've made nothing with beef. I bought no beef at all this month. Now, I want to tell you the truth. I don't want beans and just sausage, but I'm not making any rice right now, so I'm thinking that maybe I should, even if it doesn't go together, I should just put two potatoes in a pot. And you want to know something? Today, I was supposed to uh, stand here and cut up some potatoes, but I am terrible with potatoes, boys and girls. I cut off more potato than I put in my pot, and that's a shame. That's why I don't like cutting the skin off. But these potatoes are having a little aging issue, so I just cut off a little bit. Trying not to cut so deep into the potato. As you can see, that was a whole hunk. Now that the pot is bubbling, I'm going to turn it down because I want my my potatoes to absorb the flavor in the pot. That's why the potatoes are a little bit smaller. This is one of those meals when you just put together what you have. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be what someone else would put on their table. Put your own food on your own table, boys and girls. Take some of the things you like to taste and just combine them in a meal. You never know. You never know. That's how I get my meals. And I love my food. Mm. I had a beautiful day. I slept most of the day. My doctor called. Spoke to him for a few minutes. And then went back to sleep. And the best part of my day was my shower I had at 6 a.m. My daughter was here a couple of days ago. And she said, "Mommy, this water come like Jamaica." I said, "Girl, I know. That water cold." I said, "Baby, I don't take a shower until 6 a.m. So during the middle of the day, if I feel like I need to fresh up, I take a fresh up. But I'm not stepping in that shower after 6 a.m. That's my time. I be wanting that water warm. Now, yeah, I know it's time to clean up the kitchen, right? Let's not do that. Now, let me tell y'all, all I'm smelling right now are the beans and the sausage coming together. Beans and the sausage coming together. But there's one thing that we're not going to omit in this pot, and that is some butter. Now, let me wipe my hands off. I don't want to keep running under the water. So let me use my towel. Just add a little bit more love to the pot. Ooh, I'm about to sneeze. Garlic and parsley. Let's not be selfish to one another. Throw that in the pot, boys and girls. That was parsley and garlic. Now I'm going to get some onion powder. Put a little onion powder in there. I don't think, onions tell your neighbors lies, boys and girls. Onions make anybody a cook. Woo, that smells delicious. Now I'm going to have this in a bowl with nothing else. I like my seasonings inside of the liquid. And then I like to level everything off. Then I like to take a little taste. I like to take a little taste. No, just take away. The butter might make me think of lies going on. Almost. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta figure something out now. The pepper is a little bit much. Lord have mercy. The sauce is absolutely beautiful, but for me, there's a little bit of something missing. I don't want to put salt in my pot, so this is going to be it. The flavor has spoken. The pot is doing its bubble. I'm going to turn it down to 1 because I'm going to simmer it. As you can see, the butter not melted yet, and I need the flavor inside of my potato, but I need the liquid inside of my bowl. So this is my frugal meal for today. Thank you so much for watching. Shay's Creations is saying love you. Bye.